run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Brandon, I remember going through the draft process last year. One of the things I liked so much about Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys was how hard he played when he didn't have the football in his hands. And then I thought back to myself, that's Devontae Freeman. He can do it all. Run it, catch it, block. You name it, he does it, and he does it at a really big-time pace.
Quite a tandem with Tevin Coleman. They combined for 102 rushing yards against Seattle, also 102 receiving yards. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Play clock winding down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And defensively, the starting 11 for Pittsburgh and this crew, they made the defenses of yore in the Steel City very proud in the divisional round of the playoffs, did they not?
Ever since they reinserted James Harrison back into the lineup as a starter, they are undefeated in 2016. And he's 38 years old, but I don't think anyone takes care of his body any better than James Harrison and then produces on the field. And on the opposite side, how about the youngster Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, has really come along, and they do look like the Pittsburgh defenses of old.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. There goes Green. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green, 94 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And as Atlanta gets set to go again on the offensive side, you know, before the game, you and I talking about the Georgia Dome, surprisingly getting one more game in front of those home fans thanks to Green Bay's win over Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think they truly expected it, you know, and that's one of those added bonuses, right? You get one more in front of the home fans, one more time with your routine at home as you play the most important game of the season, the NFC Championship game. But I do know this. Our colleague Ulysses, no one happier than him to have one more game in the Dome, as he is a monster Falcons fan.
Falcons hoping to make their second Super Bowl. They lost in Super Bowl 33 to Denver. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Freeman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On second down, it's Bell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
So whatever happened to the old expression, he who hesitates is lost? Because when Le'Veon Bell runs the football, hesitation actually gains him a whole lot of yards.
That was clever. 30 carries, 170 yards in the divisional round, following up 29 carries in the wild card round. He has looked so good.
He really has. Great vision, incredible patience, but that's coupled with an offensive line that understands that and will hold blocks and seek more as they get downfield.
You mentioned last week them having to hold blocks for Big Ben in previous years has helped Le'Veon Bell.
I think it's helped all the way through. They were kind of used to it, and now they really respond to it because of the big plays Bell rewards them with.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
When you see Brooks Reed going after the quarterback and you see that hair trailing out from under his helmet, look out.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 3rd down, here's Bell. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle. I know a lot of my defensive brethren do not even like to bring up the names of kickers. Like why do they even exist? But boy, they can win you a game, can't they? Chris Boswell, 6 field goals, beats Kansas City and sets an NFL record.
Yeah, tip of the cap. Made the one you just saw, but 6 of 6, all 18 points for the Steelers to send them to the AFC title game. Well done.
Doesn't hurt that he kicks in Pittsburgh, gets used to some of that bad weather, and handled the elements in Kansas City and advanced the Steelers on in the playoffs.
They come out here in the eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. On second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones.
As you look back over the 2016 season, seeing Julio Jones against Carolina is definitely going to stick out in your mind, isn't it?
Oh, he was unbelievable.
300 yards worth of receptions that day. And you just wonder, when he's on, can anyone defend him? And now, the Green Bay Packers have to figure out how to defend Julio Jones in the NFC Championship game.
He scored again against Seattle. He also has other options as well that have stepped up. Hooper at tight end, Mohamed Sanu, Gabriel. So some weapons making it hard to double-team him.
Hard to double-team him. And then, of course, you can always have the two-headed monster in the backfield, Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman, that can hurt him as well. The Atlanta Falcons are high-powered on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. On second down, Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Yeah, Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. On third down, Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Freeman, the lone man, in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And they'll get him down here at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Ryan on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Robert Golden, the one who got him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. to get the play off quickly.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Sanu, the man in motion left. Now Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now, partner, let me take a quick turn here and ask you about the Dallas Cowboys, their season on the whole. Because what an incredible regular season, great storylines, but then they lost at home to Green Bay. Their season, a success or a failure?
The NFL is a results-based group, as we well know, all right? Did you win the Super Bowl or didn't you? So, in that case, it wasn't a success for Dallas, but I don't really buy into that. I think this season was a success because it sets them up for more runs towards getting to the Super Bowl. 2 winning Super Bowl trophies.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
1st and goal here from the 9. Now Bell fighting through. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return. Or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to take another. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. In motion is Coates. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. In motion is Coates. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. A great read. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Let's take a quick pivot here, and I want to ask you about the Kansas City game against Pittsburgh. I certainly didn't see 6 field goals winning that. No touchdowns for the Steelers. That was an interesting affair.
It really was, and while Pittsburgh never got into the end zone, found a way to win it with 6 field goals, Kansas City did get into the end zone, but not at the times that they flat out needed to. So both of these teams were exhibiting that bend but don't break mentality on defense. And Pittsburgh, with the help of a holding call on a 2-point conversion that tied the ball game for Kansas City, took that off the board. Pittsburgh able to escape and head to an AFC Championship game showdown with New England.
And you had a very good, succinct quote to me. You said 6 field goals will not beat New England.
Not a chance in heck. Just 6 field goals beat New England. They've got to find a way to turn those into touchdowns.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Brandon, when it comes to quarterback sneaks, Big Ben may be the toughest to bring down in terms of pure strength.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. In motion is Coates. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. 14 yards there on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. The slot man in motion right. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Again, it's Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. All right, here we go, here we go. 4 down. Turn it up. These 2. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
In motion is Coates. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They come up in an offset I. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the play clock's running down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Time running out here on the play clock. Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop down.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 17 yards. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. Here's Freeman. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices that we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Bryant with a catch right side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
No gain, and it's second down.
What's left? What's left? Watch the out. Watch the out.
Block 80. Double.
Shift.
50.
Check.
In motion is Coates. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. In motion is Coates. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turn. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Ryan to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive line.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.